Hi everyone, welcome back. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what the divine has for you. Holy Spirit, what messages do you have with the collective? What does the collective need to know and be made aware of? Please and thank you. Holy Spirit, what does the collective need to know? I hope y'all are doing well. I want to thank you for you being here, first and foremost, and for continuing to support. And I appreciate your ways and means of supporting. So thank you very much. For the collective. All right, I heard inconsistencies. So perhaps that's something to be on the lookout for. Maybe your red flags are going off around you. And maybe that's the reason for that message of inconsistencies. Okay. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and dive in. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card in the reverse. So this means I'm hearing lack of transparency with this card. So, the Death card in the upright would have meant that, okay, so there's going to be a significant change because this person or this energy is about to embark on something new, like something completely brand new, like a leaf turning over experience. Now, in the reverse, there's some resistance here with this Death card. So this is going to be the underlying energy of this reading, but let's just kind of see where this energy is lending itself to or whom. All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing here the Hierophant, the Emperor, and then the Five of Cups reverse. Now, the Five of Cups in the reverse, meaning somebody's finally kind of getting over what's been keeping them held and stuck in one place emotionally, like realizing that there's not anything that they can do about what has taken place. So it's like, okay, well, I guess, let me go ahead and try to pick myself up from this place, this position, and just continue forward. Like, this is not necessarily starting over though. This just has to do with at middle or, coming out of denial possibly of, said things that have happened that have been like deconstructive towards somebody's, their well-being pretty much. But with the Emperor right next to that energy, it's giving me the vibes of, it's going to be handled is what I'm hearing. Like this person is like, whatever it is going to be taken care of. So we could look at it two ways, especially with this Hierophant here. I'm looking at it as, okay, does this mean that, this person is finally forgiving themselves? And this could be your energy or someone close to you. But is it, either that or it's, somebody's like, F them people or F that, or, like just kind of not having any sort of responsibility connected to whatever it was that kept them stuck emotionally. So as we go along, we'll kind of decipher what's going on here with this Emperor that's kind of being really strong in this knowing, either this knowing that's connected to the Hierophant, meaning all is forgiven, don't worry about it, we got it, whoever we is, that could be the spirit guides, their spirit team, God creator themselves saying this. And maybe that's what the Emperor is believing to be true, but I would say so with the Hierophant and the upright. Or we could look at it the other way to where, they're kind of, maybe they're becoming this godlike character that they're like, it doesn't matter. It's like, it's water beneath the bridge. I'm never apologizing. I'm never going to admit fault in this matter. So it is what it is. And I'm still king. I'm still emperor. That could be it as well. Because I always have to go back to this death card reverse. That means there's not a transformation happening. So it's like if we want to invoke change, that starts with forgiveness. It starts with coming out of denial about things and just kind of healing. And then you can successfully move forward on your journey. But to kind of toss things to the side like they don't matter, that's like you're not getting it. You're not understanding, your purpose in this life and your journey and all that good stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what else is here. So I'm looking right at the King of Cups reverse. The King of Cups reverse is looking right back at me. Like I'm feeling like an energy of how could you, coming from this King of Cups. So this is definitely somebody who is self-indulging. They are wallowing in their own pity, possibly that they caused for others. And now they're having to deal and sit in that funk and recognize things for what they are, and just having to be forced to reckon with that they probably possibly were behind all of it. And it could be, partly something that they necessarily, that although they contributed to hurting others, they possibly were hurt as well, but they never dealt with that pain. So that pain manifested into, since I'm hurting, you're going to hurt too, sort of thing. Because, the King of Cups reversed, that's also a personality of a narcissist, right? They don't want to see anybody else doing good. On the outside, it may appear that way, but deep down, they don't want you to win because they don't feel like they're a winner. They have issues within themselves that cause them to stay in like this stuck energy, right? Like, woe is me, I hate myself, I'm never going to be another. But you don't know that they're saying that to themselves because they're not going to show you that part. But it's going to come out in their actions and how they treat you. All right, let's see what's going on here with this King of Cups reverse, that what we cannot see. I'm going to turn these cards over. Okay, so here we are. So there's conflict definitely here by way of this Five of Wands reversed, and the conflict has intensified. And, this, speaking of narcissists, this King of Cups, King of Swords reversed. Somebody's in there like a full-on rage here. This is definitely an energy of getting someone back because they've been wronged. And this King of Swords is like psychotic because, the swords, that mighty shield that they have, they dare someone come test them. Even if they're in the wrong, they still dare you. So this could be somebody who could administer threats. This could be somebody who would, try to take your life away from you because they're just so strong in this demand of they're going to get what it is that they feel that they are owed. And they feel that way because they've put in the work in regards to like thinking and processing and analyzing and putting people in place to make sure it's fail proof. All they do is come up with plans. Those are the swords, the mental thoughts. And when said plans don't work out, because this is the king, this is the highest in the court cards, that means they really put a lot of energy and backing their own ego. They have people around them who back that ego as well, because you know what? It might be out of fear that people do that. So with the Four of Swords right next to this King of Swords reverse, the Four of Swords wants to put something to rest, is what I'm getting with this energy. And that Five of Wands with that conflict out of control, like this is all rage and anger here. Like they want to end something or somebody. And it could possibly be why this King of Cups reverse is kind of to themselves. There are no other cards here for me as interpreting the messages that support this King of Cups reverse. It feels like they're in their own little self-pity, in their own corner on their side of the room sort of thing. Because nobody else is really messing with them like that. Right? So either they've secluded themselves to get away from the drama and the misery of other people, or either they can't get out of this place because, they're just far off of the end of depression. This could be mental imbalance. They just feel they can't go around other people, or just other people just don't want to be around them. And this King of Swords reverse wants to go ahead and end this situation for this King of Cups. All right, let's see what else is here. So I heard could turn deadly. All right, so let's go ahead and reveal these cards that are over here with this Emperor and this godlike energy or whatever this is going on over here. Okay, yikes. All the kings are here, y'all. Oh my goodness, what in the world is going on? Okay, we're missing the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is not here, but the King of Wands showed themselves. Not surprised to see the Devil and the Moon card. The Hermit card is here as well. Oh my goodness gracious. Y'all, what is happening here? Let me grab some clarifiers, because yeah. Spirit, what's going on with the Three of Wands, the Devil card, the Hermit card, the King of Wands, and then the Moon reverse? Because these four cards being on their sides, it's like either this or that, you know? But it depends on which way the wind blows, and the wind could have everything to do with this Emperor. All right, so the Emperor could be a judge. The Emperor could be some sort of authoritative figure who, you know, is going to rule over whatever situation is at hand here. All right, Spirit, please clarify the energy. Let the cards fall as they may. All right, Lovers. Woo! All right, we just came off of that energy with some secret loving going on. Secret lovers. All right, y'all, this is a lot of cards right here. The way they were shuffling, they just kind of turned themselves over. So they didn't fall necessarily, but I'm going to go ahead and lay them out. And we're still going to consider the bottom of the deck energy, but I don't want to get that mixed up with this chunk of cards that I do want to run through. It's a lot, though, but let me put that there. But bottom of the deck energy, just so you can see imprisonment. Now, let's see. I'm going to come back over to this King of Cups here. I didn't realize y'all couldn't see that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to this new little setup I got going on. Anyway, so that King of Swords reverse energy that wants to, I feel like, rid the world of this King of Cups reverse, whatever that the King of Swords is feeling some type of way about this King of Cups, wanting to go ahead and wipe them off the face of the earth. But let's see what's here. Ooh, Child card reverse. So you know that came up in a reading as well recently, that there was something done against a child, or that a child is no longer here. A child is gone and buried, but there's some secrets behind what happened, what really happened to that child. So this King of Cups, if they're up in arms about this, I can understand why. Why they would want to put this King of Cups to rest, if the King of Cups is responsible for what happened to this child, or you know, the death of this child. Or if the child is still here, there was somehow the child was wronged by the hands of this King of Cups. It's already come up in previous readings. So that would explain what's going on here. Okay. All right. Now, also with that King of Swords reverse, you know, this also could be somebody who's a shot caller. Somebody, when I said they have people around them earlier, that's that type of energy. So they can get the job done and they can get away with it. Now, this could also be someone who wears a badge. This could also be a judge, you know, somebody who's in command, but they don't even have to wear a uniform at that. All right, let me jump over here, since we were talking about the cards that I revealed here, and I was asking for clarifiers. So let me turn over this particular card to see what's going on, because it was touching. All right, the Emperor. So we have wealthy man here. Now, this wealthy man could clarify the Emperor and why the Emperor is in this position. This Emperor having like this, with the Hierophant card, I felt like it was like, okay, it could go either way. It could be the Emperor is feeling like this God-like quality about themselves, like fully like head-on ego with this Emperor to why they're in this position to begin with. And then the wealthy man comes out to clarify. And here's the other part. The Emperor is the number 4 card, and then wealthy man 1 and 3 is 4. 4 has to do with family, foundation, the 4 walls, right? Like some sort of covering. I have to look at it that way. And then the the Hierophant is number 5. All in the family. All right. Let's talk about this King of Wands. So the King of Wands looks like that they were torn. So I feel like it's a do I stay or do I go type of energy here with this King of Wands. So I feel like, with the Lovers coming out and clarifying, this energy. And then the Moon card reversed there. The Devil card is there. The 3 of Wands is here. That's expectation. Coming, going, should I still expect something to come my way, or should I let it go? That's upright reverse energy, but it's on the side. So it's still a toss up here. Like what are we doing is what I'm understanding here with this Lovers card. So this King of Wands, or either this Emperor is questioning this King of Wands, like, what's it gonna be? Like, are you going or are you staying? And with this imprisonment card at the bottom of the deck, I feel this is the impending danger here. That's possibly, and that's 2 and 9 is 11. That's a couple, right? So if there is some sort of danger here, or either just what could be a danger to this King of Wands, because the King of Wands is flighty. They're about action. And if the Emperor is trying to tie them down, and I'm specifically talking about a same-sex situation here. If the Emperor is wanting to, become a family, or they've kind of been acting as a family, but secretively with the Moon card, the Lovers card is here, Devil card, attachments, unhealthy attachments at that. Not saying that that's an unhealthy situation, but there's something that was toxic about this union. And it could be on that King of Wands. It could be on the Emperor. Maybe neither one of them can be trusted in this matter, because why else would imprisonment be here? Because it would be like a sentence. That's not how a relationship should feel. It shouldn't feel like a sentence. Now, that Hermit card, that's the Virgo card, but Hermit means going inside, shutting off everything and everybody around you to go deeper and find like understanding, introspect. But then it could also mean someone's been in that place for way too long. It's time to come out. Hence, come out. So is the King of Wands hiding their sexuality? But like all of the signs are there. Look, there's a gift card here. This was the chunk of cards that fell out that I'm going to run through these. But gift is right on top of there. Okay, so now I'm asking myself, well, what does this situation with this relationship here, with this Emperor and this King of Wands, the secret lover energy is come back up. What does that have to do with this King of Swords reverse and this King of Cups reverse with the child? What is the connection with these two parties? Because it feels like, now they don't necessarily have to be separate, but possibly this King of Wands and this King of Cups could share the same energy here. They could be the same person. Because if this King of Wands had a quote-unquote situation looming that they didn't necessarily want to be a part of, and that could be the birth of a child, but they didn't want that to be, right? Now, did they cause harm to the child because of this secret that they were carrying on with this Emperor / wealthy man? And they thought of the child being some sort of burden. Because that's where the energy is going for me, right? Let me run through these cards, y'all, and see what's going on. So gift, we have the change card, community card, main female, bad health. Main female, bad health, and community. So yeah, she was expecting the community saying, you know, she did look like she was showing, right? Change card. So obviously that would mean showing, because her body, her appearance changed. Community cards, people just noticing, yeah, you know, we thought she was pregnant. So main female, what happened to the baby? Oh, bad health, whatever that is, whatever that would stand for in this situation. And the baby took a pathway on its own, right? That pathway could be back to creator. That pathway could be buried somewhere. And, you know, they're wondering, well, what happened? You know, did she have a baby? Not necessarily in a hospital. Maybe she had it at home. Maybe she never went to a doctor's appointment, so they couldn't even report that she was pregnant, you know? So community's like, yeah, what's up with that? After pathway, thief card. So thief card, house, tied to a house, thief. You know, that house and that thief card came up in the previous reading with the same with this child. What happened to the baby? Where's the child? Child's buried somewhere. Even if it were like a burial to where they had like a, you know, a ceremony, you know, and it went through a church and all that good stuff. There's still some secrets behind that. What happened to that child? So with the thief card, it's like, what was taken? The child's life? Why was it taken? It has something to do with a house, a deed, a title, some sort of paperwork, something needing to be processed because of the child's death or tied to the child's death. You know, if I could be specific, you know, that would stand for like, you know, a policy, insurance policy, message of concern. Well, why? Well, why is what I'm getting. Why? Because if they're getting bad news about their plans falling through, thief, pathway, bad health, if they're getting a message of concern about not being able to acquire said house or acquire a property or acquire some sort of money to be able to purchase, that's their message of concern. And that's why this knight, this King of Swords reverse is involved. That's why they're involved here. Because this could be a family member. This could be a family member because we got 4 swords here. That 4 is foundation, family, and that came up also. So what happened to the child? That's all I keep hearing. What happened? Like even if they're being interrogated in a room, like what happened? Like people are asking, what happened? Message of concern, journey. Are they trying to get away? Toil and labor. Toil and labor means doing the same thing over and over and getting tired of it, sick of it. What, you sick of the lies? You sick of the story you have to tell? Like, because you know it's not the true story. You know that's not really what happened, but you have to keep repeating it. Is that a problem now? Are you getting tired of doing that, but somebody has to do it? Oh my God, concern card. Yeah, concern, because you're tired of whatever this is that you're having to keep doing over and over and over again. Family room. Yeah, I understand family room. Concerned about the family. Family, King of Swords reverse. What they're going to do. There's a mature woman here. Is this grandma? Is this grandma to the child? Grandma's concerned. Grandma's not believing what she's hearing. She's not believing what she's hearing. because I just see grandma just pacing the floor of the living room. Like something ain't right. Something's not right. Concern card. Mature woman. Grandma's wise. She's putting this together. She knows her child, and she knows who the child's connected to, aka baby mama. She knows. She's been listening. She's been hearing. She's been taking notes. Mother's intuition. She knows something's not quite right here with what happened to this child. Sudden wealth, courthouse. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. That's the last four. Mature woman, sudden health, courthouse official person. These cards have come up repetitively, with whatever the word is, in my readings, my recent readings about this child. So mature woman means, okay, where did all this money come from? How is it that the money, arrived after this incident? So was it planned? Was it planned is what mature woman grandma is asking. And what's happening now, of course, the courthouse, things are being set up. Official person is somebody in uniform with a badge. Police officer, detective. It's all tied. It's all tied to all of this. And in conclusion, this was a pregnancy that it looked full term. People noticed that there was a change in this woman's body. She obviously was expecting a child, but what happened to the baby? And where's all this money coming from? PPP loans? No, that's probably what they said. But was there an insurance policy? So that would mean it was planned. But they're blaming it, whatever lies they're telling, they're blaming it on some other come up where the money came from. Y'all, this is difficult. This is difficult. I know people do dumb shit in desperate times, but to take a life just for a come up, an innocent life just for a come up, everybody should go to hell. Everybody who willingly knew that this was going on and didn't say anything should all have a one-way ticket. Oh, I forgot we're already here. And this is who we live amongst. This is the type of people we live amongst. Y'all stay protected. Keep your protection on you. Keep your crystals on you. Say your prayers. Do your spiritual baths to release toxicity, attachments, negative attachments. Do all of that, because these people really are living right beside us. All right, hope this helps.